Magazine news and gossip exclusive. Yaman falls for mysterious Brazilian model in a secret love affair. Wild nights at Brazilian nightclubs. Has Yaman found love in the heart of Brazil's nightlife? When Yaman, the Turkish heartthrob known for his smoldering good looks and impressive acting chops, announced that he was heading to Brazil for a vacation, fans were ecstatic. After months of back-to-back projects and high-profile appearances, the beloved actor deserved a break. But little did anyone know, this getaway would ignite a romance that would captivate the attention of fans and media outlets worldwide. Yaman's vacation in Brazil didn't just consist of long beach days and relaxation, but rather a whirlwind romance with a mysterious Brazilian model that would quickly steal the spotlight. But who is the woman who has captured the heart of one of Turkey's most famous stars? What was it about this mysterious figure that brought Yaman to the edge of love in the glamorous backdrop of Brazil's bustling nightlife? Brazil, known for its hot summers, stunning landscapes, and vibrant culture, has always been a magnet for celebrities from all over the world. The country's nightlife, in particular, is legendary, with its lavish beach parties, chic nightclubs, and dynamic energy. Yaman, known for his roles in hit Turkish TV dramas, had come to Brazil for rest and relaxation, to take a break from his hectic schedule. What he didn't expect was that a chance encounter in one of Rio de Janeiro's top nightclubs would spark a romance that would make headlines across the globe. Was it love at first sight, or did fate play its part in bringing these two together? As found himself surrounded by Brazil's rich nightlife scene, a moment of unexpected serendipity led him into the arms of a woman who was as mysterious as she was stunning. It wasn't long before their connection was undeniable. But the real question was, who is this woman who so quickly turned Yaman's vacation into a passionate love story? The mysterious model. Who is she? In a city that never sleeps, it's not uncommon for celebrities to cross paths with models and other high-profile personalities. But there was something different about Isabella Costa. She wasn't just any model. She was a woman whose beauty and charm captivated everyone in the room the moment she entered. Her striking presence on the dance floor caught Yaman's attention from the very first moment they locked eyes. Isabella Costa, a well-known figure in Brazil's fashion industry, is a rising star in the modeling world. Her career had already been filled with high-profile campaigns and magazine covers, but what really set her apart was her grace and elegance. With her tall frame, piercing eyes, and radiant smile, Isabella had already garnered attention in Brazil's fashion circles. Yet, it was the magnetism between her and Can that created a ripple in the world of celebrity gossip. Isabella wasn't just a pretty face. Her background was as intriguing as her physical beauty. A model with a strong sense of purpose, Isabella was also deeply involved in charitable causes, supporting local Brazilian initiatives and working with various NGOs. Yet, despite her success and recognition, she had always remained relatively private, choosing to live a low-key life away from the paparazzi's glare. But that all changed the night she met Yaman. It was at a trendy nightclub in Rio de Janeiro, a place where the city's elite gathered to dance, drink, and revel in the electric atmosphere. As Ken mingled with friends and enjoyed the music, his gaze was drawn to Isabella, who was effortlessly moving to the beat, surrounded by an aura of elegance. Something about her stood out in the crowded nightclub, a quiet yet undeniable magnetism that made Ken step closer. They exchanged glances, and in that brief moment, the chemistry was instant. Isabella, sensing a connection, decided to approach him. Her voice was soft but confident as she asked, "Are you here alone?" That simple question marked the beginning of what would become a deeply passionate, albeit secret, romance. Secret romance, from chance encounter to intense chemistry. What started as a casual encounter quickly turned into a deep connection. Isabella and Ken exchanged stories, laughs, and before long, found themselves dancing together. It wasn't just about physical attraction. There was something deeper pulling them together. As they danced under the neon lights, their chemistry was undeniable. They were two strangers who, within minutes, seemed to understand each other on a level that most people spend years trying to reach. As the night wore on, Ken and Isabella left the nightclub and walked through the beautiful streets of Rio de Janeiro. They shared secrets, talked about their dreams, and found comfort in each other's presence. In those quiet moments, away from the prying eyes of the public, a bond began to form, a connection that would soon blossom into something neither of them had anticipated. Over the next few days, their time together continued to evolve. The duo spent more nights in Brazil's most exclusive nightclubs, but it was clear that their connection went beyond mere fun. They danced, laughed, and even found themselves in deep conversations. As Ken got to know Isabella better, he learned that she was more than just a model. She was a woman of substance, a woman who had faced challenges and emerged stronger. Isabella shared her story with Ken, her rise to fame in the competitive fashion industry, her work with social causes, and her personal struggles. In turn, Ken opened up about his own journey, the pressures of fame, his passion for acting, and the constant scrutiny he faced. It was during these intimate exchanges that Ken realized there was something unique about Isabella. She wasn't just a fleeting distraction. She was someone who understood him on a deeper level. Escaping the spotlight, the challenge of secrecy. As their bond grew stronger, so did the challenges of keeping their relationship private. The Brazilian press, always eager for a new celebrity scoop, quickly caught on to the growing romance between Yaman and Isabella Costa. Paparazzi, always lurking in the shadows, followed them wherever they went. But Ken and Isabella, determined to keep their relationship under wraps, made every effort to keep their romance a secret. They spent time in quieter spots, away from the crowded nightclubs and public beaches. They avoided the flash of cameras and sought refuge in private, intimate locations. For both of them, this was a new experience, a life outside of the public eye, a chance to live in the moment without the constant pressure of being watched. Despite their best efforts, their growing affection for each other was hard to hide. Whether it was their shared glances during a night of dancing, their quiet walks along the beach at sunset, or the moments when they couldn't help but smile at each other, it was clear that their feelings were real. Yaman and Isabella Costa were no longer just two people enjoying a vacation together. They were beginning to build something that felt significant and lasting. One evening, as the sun set over the Copacabana beach, Ken and Isabella took a peaceful walk along the shore. The golden light bathed everything in warmth, and the sound of the waves crashing against the sand provided a soothing backdrop to their quiet conversation. It felt like a scene from a movie, a moment frozen in time that neither of them would ever forget. A new beginning. What's next for Yaman and Isabella Costa? As the days in Brazil drew to a close, Yaman found himself torn. On one hand, he had to return to his busy life, filled with new projects, public appearances, and the constant demands of his fame. On the other hand, there was Isabella, a woman who had unexpectedly captured his heart and who had become more than just a fleeting part of his vacation. Would their secret romance continue once they returned to their respective worlds, or would the pressures of fame and distance make it impossible to maintain? As Ken boarded his flight back to Turkey, he posted a series of vacation photos on social media, but he made sure to keep any references to Isabella absent. It was clear to his followers, however, that something significant had happened during his time in Brazil. Fans and media alike speculated about the nature of his relationship with a Brazilian model, but Ken remained tight-lipped, choosing to keep his private life private. And what about Isabella? Would she stay in Ken's life after the vacation ended? Or was this just a summer romance, a brief escape from their high-profile lives? As time passed, Ken and Isabella's secret romance remained a topic of fascination. The press continued to speculate, but neither of them made any public statements. It was clear that they were keeping their connection private for now. But one thing was for sure. Brazil had brought Yaman more than just relaxation and fun. It had brought him a love that was real, intense, and full of possibilities. Whether this was just a chapter in their lives or the start of something more, only time would tell. Fans and media eagerly await the next twist in the story, hoping to uncover whether this secret romance will blossom into a lasting love affair or fade away with time. Until then, the world will be watching. Stay tuned for more updates on Yaman and Isabella Costa's mysterious love story, only here at Magazine News and Gossip.